Nuclear.
Hello, and welcome to another installment of the
Nuclear.
Zionsville Football Fantasy Football League Fantasy Football Podcast. This week brought to you by Sleeper. Sleeper, the only fantasy football app made for fans by fans. This is a show where we take a look into the details and goings on in the league because we all know our commissioner won't. I'm here with my co-host as usual, Mr. RJ Wagner. RJ, for the first time this year, how are you doing?
Ted, pumped, excited, ecstatic. Just moved into the new place, got me some Samuel Adams. 'Tis the season, Oktoberfest. Still, about a month and a half away, but, celebrating early. Football
It's fall. Like, you might not know, but the weather here in the Midwest, it's got me saying it's fall, y'all. Feeling a little pumpkin-y. About time to get that pumpkin mug out.
Yeah, it's about 90 degrees here, so not quite fall. Actually, that is about fall. So,
Well, it's feeling like football. And speaking of 90 degrees in Tampa, we've got the draft in Tampa. We'll get to that a little bit later, but we want to start off today. We've got a very special guest, emphasis on special. He's a zero-time ZFFFL champion. He's a zero-time, really anything. Nothing in his career. Looking like Carlos Alcaraz. Here he is, Kevin Paul O'Brien from the alleged child molester. I'm the one making the allegations. Kevin.
a jail cell? He looks like is that solitary confinement?
Zero, but going for one. Trying to figure out my audio over here. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sadly. That looks like you're in solitary confinement.
I am.
I've seen Ryan Koberger's cell. Are you his cellmate?
Is that a Samuel Adams Oktoberfest?
Oh, 'tis the season. 'Tis the season.
Is it? When did you? Oh, you guys just started the recording. Sorry for making you wait so long.
I'm on my 5th Oktoberfest.
It's been a long time. So, Kevin, we just wanted to get your input. Now, this is a little preview into the ZFFFL FF Pod survey recap. No spoilers for the most recent episode for RJ and probably Jack. But how were you on the Brian Jeremy drama in this past episode?
I thought that Brian brought his all. And that's really all that I have to say about that.
You know what? You're right. He's a dog. Now, why don't we get into that ZFFL FF Pod anonymous survey? Just because I want to tell the viewers.
Asked for your name. It asked for the name, but yeah, anonymous.
What was it? It was anonymous because I just want the viewers to know that we listen.
That we do.
We care about the product we put out, and this was an interesting one. The first question: how long do you prefer the pod to be? 50% said 30 to 60 minutes, which seemed like a nice little sweet spot. Only one person said 60 plus minutes. Only one person said all day live stream, which was interesting. So we might have to play with the format, but it seems like we'll aim for that sweet spot. We're listening. And then I wanted to say thank you to everyone. There was only one person who didn't say that they'd want to be a guest. That person was Jack Pilcher, named. Just want to say sorry, Jack. We're literally both in the same city. I know you probably don't have a computer, but
you can just go over there.
And another thing, it seems like the viewers were really looking for more in-depth ZFFL matchup and analysis. And despite maybe my leanings, seems like people don't mind the advanced statistics, analytics, talking about the target share, talking about the rush share.
Hell yeah.
So I guess we're going to still have more of that. And also
more target share. That is the only question next year. It's true and true. More target share.
I've been looking. I've been seeing this new advanced stat. I don't know if you've heard of it, RJ, but it's called first look share, where the wide receiver who gets the first look on passing downs.
I'll definitely be looking into that pre-draft and during the season.
That's a contributor, and there's also they call it nickel share, where when someone's in the slot, how often is a linebacker or they go in nickel package? That's also something to look into. I heard Puka Nacua has a very high nickel share, and you've seen that in the preseason. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that is a close call right there, and I probably won't be looking into that because I don't want to be talking about nickel shares. So,
also another thing, there was one person. I'll give you guys one guess who wanted more gambling talk. Yes.
Requested to host a separate podcast only about the gambling.
It's like the ESPN bet, like they have that like 30-minute segment, I think at like 4 to 4:30. It's one person wants that to be like 4 hours long.
Yeah, it was an anonymous survey, but they wanted CFB mortal locks and so on. I'm not sure who that could be. It was an anonymous survey.
Yeah, I did get an anonymous text after the week 0 games about CFB mortal locks, and they are 2-7 out of week 1, 0-1 in mortal locks, and I don't think they won a single must bet because they have must bets and mortal locks. So
very different. Another one, I'm glad we have the league evolution coordinator here. We wanted you here, Kevin, because let's just say I blacked out after the voting demonstration, what was going on. But the question here right now is, how much have you enjoyed or even noticed the ZFFFL FF Pod social media presence? Everyone said 1. Except for one person. I don't know who that could be.
I just think to respect the sanctity of not only the league and our social media pages, posting too much in the offseason would just kind of be insulting. So I think whoever runs the pages is doing an outstanding job waiting until the real meat and potatoes of the calendar year to thrust his or her posts upon us. So it's a 5 out of 5.
There's also been allegations, like stemming back to last season, that they're getting like proper material, and yet they still won't really put anything out there.
Teddy, you didn't send me anything.
I also heard that the person that runs the page could possibly be connected to some illegal activity, which is why they're trying to lay low a little bit, specifically their IP address.
There have been some rumors of whoever runs the page and their connectivity to activities in Hamas. And I am here to say those rumors are true.
Are true.
Regardless of who is posting, I can confirm some really messed up activity.
I did see the podcast most recent tweet that it's all about the diamonds in the rough. What player are you targeting who you feel is undervalued in terms of
Yeah, Teddy. How do you feel about that? You read that?
And there was one response. A man at Coach Eric Shin, he added at George Pettaway, number 1 running back in Virginia, number 3 in the country of 2022. So I obviously haven't done a deep enough dive to know who George Pettaway is, but he's definitely on my radar now.
And he is certainly on the X, the Everything app users' radar as well. I can't connect my fucking AirPods to this computer.
Man, I do see that at Coach Eric Shin does seem to have some beef with the Zionsville Football Fantasy Football podcast. As I go back to when Eric Shin announced his signing with what school is this? James Madison and left the Bearcat Nation of who once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. I don't know who this is. But man, being a cat used to mean something. You make me sick at college. At college team day. I wonder if that's going to make it on there week 1. They're going to talk about this. Wait. Oh, some of these I haven't even seen. Q&A time. We are under 2 months from draft day. Let's get some 2025-2026 fantasy football season questions going. Reply below. And then Vitalis Genitalia says, thoughts on the Israeli-Palestine conflict?
And what did the podcast Twitter reply with?
Thank you for the question. Wait, Vitus Genitalia. I would have to say Amon-Ra Brown is a solid pick at number 9. Oh shit, that is hilarious. Oh my. And Eric Shin said Lamar snaps his femur. Hottest take of 2025. Might need to stay away from him this year.
Hey, Ted. Looks like a lot of Twitter activity to me, buddy. What do you have to say about that?
That was back in February.
No. No.
The people haven't really noticed it.
Wait, we're going to have previews on the Twitter. We're going to have expert analysis, YouTube clips, Instagram reels.
Maybe like personal videos.
We're going to have sponsors, videos of sponsors actively just duking it out. Give us their money.
Target shares?
And target shares, yes. Go. First look shares.
Maybe heartwarming videos about, how we all relate to the league, Kevin, maybe? Something like that?
Maybe. When the time is right, maybe.
Is there going to be any posts about the Israel and Hamas or Palestine, Israel, Palestine?
I can confirm there will be posts about the illegal involvement in Hamas.
I'd love to see what side people are on and where you need a poll. That's what I think.
There's certainly a side that the runner of the Twitter is on, and it will be made very clear with a terroristic act quite soon.
Woo!
We'll cut that part.
Now, quickly moving on from the survey, and this is a good thing that we've got the league evolution coordinator here. Only one person thinks that Trevor will set up the changes. Kevin, do you just want to real quick go through what those changes are just for all of us? I know we're going to have an updated laminated sheet, but just if you can just in 1 minute, just give a quick rundown of what is evolved.
Yeah, happy to. Reminder that I am the reason that the changes are here. As far as a laminated sheet, that of course will fall on the commissioner, as it always has. Yes, RJ.
I have one question. What site are we going to be playing on this year?
That's a great question.
I think that we'll get there. So Teddy asked for it in a minute or less. So let's go with defensive scoring change. It's easier on a graphic. You can find that in the group me. It'll be posted on the Twitter. Tight end premium. We'll table that one for now. Last place punishment change. Has to plan the postseason party in the following year.
But we
did that in less than 60 seconds. Those are the changes. Did I miss any?
We did a duck race for next year's, and
we did. And the millions of viewers, of course, are well aware due to the live stream that we had at the postseason party. But RJ will, in the interim of the last place punishment change, be planning this year's postseason party.
I think, what's the middle of the regular season? What game is that? What is halfway?
7.
It's like
7?
15, 16.
Then
yeah.
This is for the one person that voted a 24-hour live stream. Whoever scores the least amount of points week 7 has to Twitch live stream for 24 hours their day on their phone. Just log into the ZYFFL FF Twitch account.
ZYFFL?
ZFFFL FF Pod, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
ZYFL. That's the youth. Just log in on that, and they should live stream their full day, 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway mark.
What is that? Why?
There was one person that voted that they wanted a 24-hour live stream.
I'm in.
That's consensus.
Now moving on into some more actual fantasy football talk.
Wait. Actually, you bring up a good point. Sorry.
Wait, you tabled the tight end premium.
That's what I was gonna do. But
picking it up on the table?
What are we doing? Like that is a change that we voted through. I don't trust Trevor to make those changes manually.
Majority, I mean, everyone, I think 6 of 7 said go to sleeper, and there was no response. There was no join this league.
Well, that was not pieces of paper put in a very official hat that Trevor drew out.
Is definitely
so true. But the official poll man did set that poll.
But how official are the poll results?
True. Who's the official poll results reader?
I think we need to put them in a hat, take them out, read them beforehand.
I don't know. I mean, there was no official vote to switch to sleeper, so I think that we're going to have to trust Trevor to manually make the tight end premium changes.
With each catch that happens at the time of the catch.
Yeah, live.
I need live.
I don't even have to remember it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
But moving on, we've got to take a quick break.
Hey there, pal. First draft?
How can you tell?
Look, there's a few things you're going to want to know. Kickers go fast. You're going to take one early. And don't worry about running backs. You can always trade for one later.
Cool, thanks.
And one more thing.
And thank you. We're back. Going back to the fantasy football talk. Just, let's talk about this upcoming season. We had the question on the survey. I'm going to read off all the responses as they came in. We've got, who is your 1-1 pick this season? I think there's going to be a lot of controversy because I personally don't see anyone. But what we had in the survey, one person put redacted. I think that would be a certain Epstein list aficionado.
He's on it.
Maybe he knows something we don't. I won't say who. But
perfect timing. I won't say who.
We've got Bijan Poppinson is the 1-1 pick. Ashton.
That had to be Binky.
Ashton Jeanty. And the person also put a comment, you think I was high on Zamir White? You just wait.
Ooh.
Oh, God. Someone put Jamar Chase. I don't know about that. And interesting, these next two, someone put the Steelers defense. Someone else put the Saints defense. I see a lot of controversy.
They are 1 and 2. They are.
How will the Saints defense respond to new starter Spencer Rattler announced today?
How will the Chiefs respond to Taylor's husband? That's the real question for me. What does that say about Sky Moore?
And does your cup say fuckface?
But how do you guys see the 1-1 pick coming down?
If we want to really talk about draft strategy,
I think we actually get into some, we're 20 minutes in. Let's draw the line in the sand. Let's talk some hoop. Let's talk some real hoop.
Real ball, right? Okay, I think this is the year I've done a lot of mocks. I've done more mocks than ever.
This is
probably about 300 plus. This is my favorite. This was my favorite mock, and yes, I'm going to show it I'm going to show it live. I'm going to show it to everyone.
Putting your
For the
cards
people.
out.
I'm
But
putting
this
my cards out there. This is the year where you monopolize the market. Quarterbacks.
Wait,
All the way down. You want a good quarterback? Bring him here. Who do you want? What do you want? What do you want for him, huh? High price tags. The best quarterback that someone has that I don't have is Justin Fields, round 11, right? I have Josh Allen, Lamar, Jaden, Jalen, Joe, Patrick, Bo, Kyler, Brock, Baker, all of them. All of them. It'll cause massacre in the league. Quarterbacks will be more valuable than ever. You heard it here first.
That's the meta is changing. Kev, how do you see that playing out realistically? And would you even care? Because as long as Baker Mayfield's on the board, I know you're taking him. Just a matter of when.
I was just about to say, I mean, as long as we take away the requirement to fill every position, I can't argue with RJ and his cat's strategy. I mean, I'm going to be begging for a quarterback, and RJ is going to have all the leverage.
This
You
is
can wait and take quarterback 17. Be no problem.
Quarterback 17. But
The
yeah, Ted,
thing is- sorry. I was just
Go
going to
ahead.
rebuttal my point of monopolizing the market. The person that would make a trade with me for, say, a Jaden Daniels would win the league because they would have a good quarterback. So you would have to give up someone good.
True.
Quarterbacks would be more valuable than ever. And I, honest to God, think Jack is watching this right now. Jack, I'm looking into your eyes, and you're like, fuck, that's a good idea. Be quiet, buddy. That's mine. I know Jack is thinking it.
Mm-hmm. So you had picked 1-1. You're taking
Josh Allen.
wow. All right, Kev, who do you take 1-1?
You know, here's the thing. I feel like there are phrases being thrown around like the biggest 1-1 lock in years. I don't think that's true at all. I mean, we're what?
This year that's being talked about? This year that's being talked about?
I just feel like after the Triple Crown, like Jamar, and it's just being so like over dramatic. I mean, hell, aren't we I know he got hurt, but aren't we 1 year removed from like everybody went CMC last year?
Mm-hmm.
It was almost everyone.
Except for Chase.
If Chase had it, it wouldn't have gone 1-1.
But
Chase took a trip. I heard that he took a trip with CMC to like an island in the Bermudas last offseason.
How would we know?
We wouldn't know. No released recording of that.
Here's what I'll say. Maybe stir the pot to get some of this ball talk really going. I was talking ball with one of the men on this pod the other day, and I stand by what I said. Everyone thinks Jamar is going 1-1. Here's what I say. I think at maximum, only half of our league would take Jamar 1-1. I think there are 4 members at least that would take somebody else if they got the first overall pick.
But who else are you taking? Bijan Poppinson?
That's up to you, which gets me to my next point of which pick I think is the strongest this season. Drum roll, please. Pick 1.6.
Best or most important? What'd you say?
I think the best.
The best, really.
After several mocks, a lot of soul searching, a lot of just eyes closed, laying in bed, thinking about ball. It's 1-6 for me. I think there's a core 6 that, again, might not be the top 6 in our league, but is kind of consensus going 1 through 6. So you get one of those just for sure, guys, and then you come back at what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And in my opinion, you have between your McCaffreys, Nico Collins, Amon-Ra's, a handful of others, you now have like running back, receiver, bang, for sure guys, barring injury. If you have like pick 2, for example, I had in a mock like yesterday, you come back around at 15 and that is stress, that is panic. that is getting Jamar Chase and no longer wanting someone like Chase Brown, who might be one of the best available at 15. I mean, I don't like an early pick this year at all.
Chase Brown at 15, is that real? Like 15th overall?
Which brings me to my next point. Kind of making this up as we go.
Well, no, I'm just saying if that's true, I need to redo some of my mocks so I'll just go ahead and give you my my strategy. I like to do a mock from each spot.
Of course.
Until I like that mock, save it. And then whenever we decide the order, I delete all the other mocks and I just eye that mock for who I should be looking at for each spot, right? And if Chase Brown is currently going 15th overall, which I don't know if is true, and one of my favorite mocks as the number 2 overall pick, I got Chase Brown in the 4th round. Is that not realistic?
No way.
On NFL, he's listed at 17, but I think that's another one of those things where like people don't know where to take him because the Bengals are just weird. I remember a certain Joe Mixon doing damage, but also doing more damage to the team he was on.
More damage to his leg last year when he was on my fantasy team, or Chris Godwin, who snapped his leg, who was also on my fantasy team.
What about Nick Chubb?
Joe Mixon breaking news out at least 4 weeks. Is the Chubb train back down south in Houston?
I have a question for you. I don't know if anyone has any more topics they want to bring up right now, but I got a player that I want you to tell me where you would draft him, or just what do you think about him? Because I see someone falling, probably deserves to fall, but it's just wild. The name Tyreek Hill.
Oh, I feel like Teddy's the Tyreek guy. I want your take on this.
I had him last season. I think it depends on Tua. I think people aren't going to touch him until the 3rd.
Hey, Charity, can I get another Oktoberfest?
Charity, nip it.
No, I feel like Tyreek, he's just such a question mark.
Yeah.
I think he's going to do better than where he's drafted at, but I could see him going 4th round, maybe even 5th round.
Big name going that late.
I'm not up to speed on all this, but didn't he publicly like shit all over the Dolphins? Like he wants nothing to do with them.
I'm almost positive there was a TikTok of him literally pooping on Hard Rock Stadium. Yeah.
I think it was directly like shading Mike McDaniels, like not good stuff.
There was a lot coming out of Dolphins camp saying that they're like an unserious team. Players don't like it, stuff like that. But maybe that's a smoke screen. But I think he cares the most. Like, I think he'll still be trying, but I think he's just missed a step. He was fighting through injury last year. I just don't think he's quite where he was.
Here's a game I want to play.
I was going to have Teddy play a game and me and you, Kevin, be the participants.
Can I start? It'll be quick. Tyreek made me think of it. Who is a player, call it rounds 1 through 4 ADP, who, knowing our league, knowing the tendencies of the 8 of us, you think will drop?
Who's supposed to be 1 to 4?
RJ, what were you gearing up for? You think I was going to go the other way?
I had a name ready, and I was thinking you were going to say is going to go higher than they're supposed to. Yeah. And I was going to say Calvin Ridley.
Really?
Yes. I think Kevin is going to get Calvin Ridley in the 5th round. There you go.
I will not, because I had him last year, and I want.
You're going to panic in the draft. Trust me. When
You're right.
It's 5th round, you're going to be like, fuck, who do I go with? And you're going to forget that I said this, and I'll call it out. Teddy, clip it.
Because I'm so hammered from a beer who we will not share because they are not yet officially a sponsor. But the Twitter has alerted us behind the scenes there is something in the works with a certain beer. I mean, you can see it. You can just see it.
Sexual assault.
Wait, what?
Sexual assault, fuckface.
Okay, but yeah, so Teddy, call it like top 4 rounds ish. Like knowing our league, who's gonna drop? Like you see it's like their ranking is like 15 and we're at pick 25 and just boom, boom, no one's taking them. It happens every year.
Aaron Jones.
He's pretty low though.
Oh fuck! Sorry,
No,
I'm trying not to look at anything. I'm trying to say
He's
something off the top of my head.
He's 68 on this list I'm looking at right now.
Okay.
I don't have an answer
What's
yet.
Travis Kelce?
He's not even top 50.
He's not.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say no one should draft him.
I'm thinking
Mark Andrews.
I could see someone like a Breece Hall. He's somewhere in like top 30. I could see.
You guys are terrible at this game. Those are all outside the top 50 in
I'm
every
looking at
ranking.
No.
Maybe
What
3
ranking
years
are you looking
ago.
at? What ranking are you looking at?
This-
I remember I got Breece Hall in the second round 2 years ago, and then Monty got him last year, and I literally said, "You will regret that." And
And how did he regret it? What happened?
big time.
What
He
happened?
sexually assaulted his own mother.
Wait.
No, it wasn't public news. It stayed within the Binkies fantasy team. Yeah,
The sealed records hit.
I
the
don't
internet.
mean to put out someone's dirty laundry, but
But
yes.
Kev, I feel like an older running back, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, I could see both of them.
I think JT's a really good pick.
What's
for
going to
like
happen
someone that
when,
will fall.
What's going to happen when Chase drafts CMC before his ADP?
What's going to happen when Chase drafts Jawan Jennings in the 4th?
That is actually something I have thought of because I've read some stuff about both him and Pearsall, and Chase has some inside access that we do not. Newly paid Brock Purdy. Actions speak louder than words.
How early are you guys going to draft Tyler Warren?
I'm thinking 3rd round.
I'm thinking 2nd.
Looks like he's my 108.
This is my next. This was on the survey. I'll go through them real quick. I'm starting to think these aren't serious questions, but who's your under the, not to like show your hand too much. Who's a player that you're kind of eyeing that no one's talking about, but you think is going to go big? Like a Brian Thomas Jr., sort of someone like a Mark Andrews, Panthers defense, Jamar Chase, Xavier Restrepo, Paul
What about someone we haven't named yet? Chuba Hubbard.
You think Chuba's
going
going big?
big, didn't he?
I have 2 word, and maybe I shouldn't give this up, but as last year's owner of this individual, in purely a fantasy sense, RJ, I have 2 words for you and all of our millions of viewers to ponder when you see Chuba Hubbard and start licking your chops. And those 2 words are Rico Dowdle, the 1,100-yard rusher signed by the Panthers. He is a ground and pounder, and I think he's going to take some carries away. Or maybe I want to steal Chuba from everybody. What is my intent here?
Teddy, all right, my game. Name a player. I will tell you the first.
We just didn't play my game.
What? First name that I'll say the first name that comes to my head of who's gonna draft him. Let's see how many I get right after the draft. You just name a player.
Oh, okay. Derrick Henry.
You.
Wow.
Jack.
It's definitely Jack is taking Derrick Henry 1-1.
There's no way. He's D.D. Westbrook.
D.D. Westbrook?
That's Jack's 1-1.
He's an insurance agent.
Jack doesn't know who D.D. Westbrook is.
Do you not remember? I sent the picture a few years ago. Jack was big on D.D. Westbrook because he had 80 yards and a touchdown in week 1 of the preseason.
Yeah.
That was
Did
like
he tear his ACL?
No, I think it was like a double homicide type situation. I'm not.
Oh,
exactly.
wait. Oh, my God.
But,
Who's taking A.J. Brown?
A.J. Brown, you are, Teddy. Keep going.
Who's taking Brian Thomas Jr.?
Monty.
A-Chain.
Devon Achan?
Yeah.
Kevin.
Ashton Genty.
That's Kyle.
Oh, Marion
Everyone already knows
Hampton.
that. We already know Kyle's 1 and 2 running backs. It's Ovarian Hampton and Ashton Genty. Those are his 2 running backs, and he still might get Gibbs, or he's has to get one of the Lions.
And the Harvey kid from Denver, isn't he?
R.J. Harvey.
Yeah.
Harvey.
One more, Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams, that is Trevor. There you go.
Wow.
Teddy, I want your unfiltered take on 2025 Derrick Henry, because you love Derrick Henry.
I'd have liked Derrick Henry. I think he's gonna probably won't be in the top 5, but I think he'll be in the top 15. No question.
You mean, wait, what do you mean? Draft picks or like how he'll finish?
Running backs, how we'll finish.
Okay.
So I can see him being a second round pick. Wouldn't have any problems with that. But Jack's going to take him in the first round. Not even a question.
Okay. Interesting.
And now going into our league picks, I actually had the power rankings were released by our analytics department. And this was partially, the half of this was the ZFFFL FF Pod survey votes. So there were 2 people, 1-2, with an equal share of a third of the votes each. We had Chase as the number 1 team.
Wow.
Projected wins and to win the league. And then after that is Monty.
These are betting odds, right? From the ASIC Sportsbook?
This is pure analytics math. They tested the wind. They've got the pitch of each NFL stadium, how that's going. So number 1 is Chase. Number 2, Monty. Then Jack at 3, surprisingly. Wow. After that, at 4 is Kyle. Probably going to end up in the top 5. He does the most work. Then RJ, you're at 5. Let's 6. I'm at 7. Kev, hate to say it, you're at the bottom. You got no votes in the pod survey, and just people aren't rooting against you. You've gotten close the past couple of years. We don't think you can.
This is like 3 years in a row. If you wanted accurate pre-draft rankings, you'd put me at 4. I'm the most mediocre human in the league and on this earth, maybe 5.
You've overshot your average the last little bit, so now you've got this isn't going to be your year. I'm sorry.
I've been finishing at 4.
Yeah,
I think I was 5th last year.
But this is just like, you can't base the future on the past.
Oh.
So Kevin, if you have something to say, I don't know who you would think number 1 and number 8 would be. Do you see Chase and Monty as the top? And how do you feel?
I think we
Who's
just
your
gotta wait.
favorite?
I think we just got to wait for all the facts to come out. I think we have to see how the draft results look, and I especially think that we have to take a long look at, wait for it, who puts in the most time in the actual draft weekend. When are we going to talk about Trevor showing up on Saturday? I mean, that should be what we've been talking about the last 40 minutes. It's pitiful. It's lazy. It's embarrassing. He thinks he can just win his 4th title, ho-hum, and just show up the morning of the draft and scoot on right out the next day.
Well, people have been talking. He's got an important Carnes Beaver game to be at Friday night.
What's the spread on that? Could we get it live in the ASIC?
They're 0-1. They're playing South Doyle.
Is that the school that Daniel Doyle started a few years ago?
Yeah, it is.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, he moved south. He started South Doyle.
Sex offender. What?
So, yeah, but Carnes has a really important game.
Can we get sued for defamation? of talking about someone, or like big podcasts that
You
happens.
already said Monty committed sexual assault.
No, Monty didn't. Brees Hall did.
On Monty's
Oh.
brother.
Why would you,
Oh.
Kevin? What are you trying to do here?
Must have misheard. Let's go to our next segment. I think we should each go over one sleeper pick. I'm talking round 11, 12 that you think can finish top 6 at their position.
Well,
Who do you guys have your eyes on?
This might go with what I was just about to say. Where do you think Joe Mixon's going to get drafted? Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah, he might be out for a very long, extended period of time beyond the 4 weeks. I think he comes back and is a top 3 running back. There, I said it.
In terms of PPG?
In terms of PPG.
After Nick Chubb doubles his past leg injury and they
Double
both
amputee.
explode.
Double amputee, Nick Chubb.
Double amputee watching from the sidelines.
He'll be like
That's
Lieutenant Dan.
Like Lieutenant Dan, yeah.
Whew.
Wow.
I could see Joe Mixon, Trevor taking him round 9.
Oh, I'll take him for that.
You'll take him before 9?
I see your injured Joe Mixon, and I raise you an injured Chris Godwin. When are we going to see the person who was wide receiver 1 before getting hurt last year go, taking a flyer on Mr. Godwin in a potent, Teddy, is that right? Buccaneers offense.
That's just going to be so tough because I agree with you. I would love to see Chris Godwin out there, but when week 1 starts and Emeka Egbuka has 70 yards and a touchdown for 3 quarters, it's going to be sad. This is the way you're going to see Chris Godwin go. Emeka Egbuka.
Which brings me to my next segment, a reversal of my last segment. And let's really give this one some thought. Who is one person that you think will be reached for? I will go first. You're going to be sitting in mid-round 2, maybe. You're going to see help me out here, the Chase Browns, maybe a Nico Collins, maybe a Brian Thomas Jr. And guess what? You're going to see all those names stay where they are because the pick that is reached for is going to be Mr. Bucky Irving. Someone is going to blow their load on Bucky. Now, I like Bucky, but he is flying off of draft boards this year.
I like that. I completely agree. Love Bucky, but that ADP.
And it will be me.
I could see someone I'm not saying who, but with the tight end premium, I could see someone reaching hard for Brock Bowers, maybe in the first, maybe in the second.
Jack Filcher.
I wasn't going to say it. I'm also seeing this new recruit, Andrew Olesh. What?
Now Andrew Olesh. In next year or in 2 years drafts, Andrew Olesh out of James Madison, because he's going to transfer because he's at Penn State now. When he transfers to James Madison, leads the nation in receiving yards, and the Colts get him 1-1. See you later, Tyler Warren. It's Andrew Olesh time.
Give me someone who has been a familiar name the last few drafts who will go undrafted. I'll go first. Dalton Kincaid. I would not touch him with a 10-foot pole after drafting him last year.
Justin Tucker will not be drafted.
Man,
he hit every point that you said. That
he hit a lot of things.
Relevant the last few years.
Man.
We have an update on his court proceedings.
I don't know. Fuck.
Justin Tucker court case. There are no current court proceedings, but he is facing NFL suspension. Several massage therapists.
What do you guys think about Justin Fields?
I'm staying away. No Jets for me.
All right.
I don't.
Question: how early are quarterbacks going?
Wait. I want to get there, but you bring
Josh
up
Allen in the 4th.
you bring up a good point. I want to get to this because I think Trevor had him last year, and it was his big weakness until someone broke out as his wide receiver 2. But what do you do with Garrett Wilson? I mean, a talented young receiver, but man, Fields in the preseason has looked brutal.
2 years ago is when I had Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson. I'm not
Oh my
touching
God.
either one of them. So he's one of those guys that he could be available to me in the 7th round, and I promise you I am not drafting him.
Or would you?
Maybe I'm setting this up. What about DK Metcalf? New team, Pittsburgh.
I hate him so much, but I see him in mocks, and I'm like, why do I want to draft him? Just because it's a different team. I hate it so much.
He could be like the George Pickens of last year.
Should we talk about George Pickens? That's an interesting one. That Cowboys defense is atrocious. I hate Dak, but he'll throw for 4,500. Who's going to catch all those?
And then let's go further. What happens with CD? Because a lot of people, I don't know about anymore, but he was up there in like the 1, 2, 3 draft ranges. I feel like that's not getting talked about enough, that George Pickens will 100% take away targets. Or do you really not think so? Because if not, what is Pickens going to be then? A Michael Gallup? Then no one should draft Pickens.
I want to agree with the skepticism on CD, but I mean, I don't have the numbers, but at least half the year, wasn't it Cooper Rush? And he finished like top 6. I mean, he just produces.
I just don't. I agree, yes. But if CD is a first-round guy, an early first-round guy, then Pickens' ADP is way overvalued, I think. Because what other wide receiver 2 from Dallas has ever been drafted that high with CD? You know what I mean?
Oh, you're saying that you shouldn't be interested in Pickens then?
If CD belongs that high up, correct.
Yeah.
And then if Pickens belongs where he is, CD should be further back. Like
I agree, and that gets into, I mean, like, going way back, I said how, and I think everyone's aware of this, like, it's a weird year where, like, the top 3 are usually set in stone. It's just a matter of who goes where. This year, it's like this top 6. I won't rattle off the names, but there are even question marks within those. I mean, you just talked about CD. Jahmyr Gibbs, Love Gibbs, lost his coordinator. Justin Jefferson, he has a hamstring problem, and we know nothing about J.J. McCarthy. I mean, so much, like, questioning just internally, I feel like, is going to happen in that first round on Saturday.
I feel like we've said this a decent amount, but not to this extent, that this draft can go in so many different directions. Like, literally no one has any idea, because a lot of times I swear we'll get through the first round in like 2 minutes, even with Trevor taking 1:30.
Taking 5 hours.
Yeah, to make his one pick, because I know my first pick and maybe my second. That's about as far as I know to this point.
You know what I want? I want Chase to have 4 or 5, because I don't think he'd go CMC as early as 1, 2, or 3. But if he has 4 and he leapfrogs CMC, that will be bedlam in Tampa. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, there's no way. I don't know. What about Brian Robinson?
Yeah, he got shot.
Yeah, he did get shot.
What about Ricky Pearsall?
Double
got
shot. Their nickname's Double Homicide.
But
They
attempted.
Yeah, attempted homicide.
Kind of a mouthful.
RJ, you asked about
Double attempted homicide? That's a normal nickname.
RJ, you asked about when quarterbacks are going to go. Let's circle back to your thoughts there.
I mean, I'm just putting my cards out there. All these Oktoberfests are just making me want to spill the beans.
No free ads.
I love talking draft. Yeah, you're right. All these sexual assaults that I have.
Yes.
Oh, you've been sexually assaulted. Right, too soon.
R.A. Dickey. He was sexually assaulted twice by 2 women by the age of 13.
Knuckleballer.
Knuckleballer, yeah. Quarterbacks. I have no idea. I've only seen reaches for quarterbacks from people that start that have number 3, 4, 5 overall picks, and they will get them in like the mid third round. And I think that's a reach. But it all depends on what, like, it's all personal preference, but what position players are really game changing that you know of when you know a quarterback is like Josh Allen or Lamar.
Or Baker Mayfield.
You get there. Now, would you want to risk who's going in the third round? No.
You could be looking. Give me
Quarterbacks?
line.
No, non-quarterbacks. I'm saying
Give me a little T Higgins, little T Higgins, little Byron
Would you want to
Williams.
take that chance on a T Higgins or get someone that you know? Which I mean, I would take my chance on T Higgins. I fucking
James
love T. Higgins.
Cook?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one. James Cook. Would you want to take your chance on a James Cook or a bona fide number 1 quarterback?
Mike
And
Evans.
Josh Allen or Lamar or who's the third quarterback right now? Like, is there a consensus third?
That's another question. I mean, that kind of tier 1.5 of Jaden, Jalen, and Joe Burrow. I mean, I feel like everyone has those, like, in what order. People have Allen over Lamar and vice versa. I mean, even the quarterbacks, not only when you take them, but in what order, everyone has a different opinion.
I know we probably should have less than 10 minutes left because preferences are within 30 to 60 minutes on these podcasts.
This is going to go 2 hours.
Yeah, who are we kidding? Hey, just send the link. Send the link in the group me. See if anyone else joins.
The next guest hasn't even come on yet.
The next guest that comes on right now has a 40% profit boost for Week 1 ASIC Sportsbook.
Trevor,
Send it. Come on.
Trevor is sprinting. No, but let me ride your back a little bit there because you bring up a good point. So when do quarterbacks go? And I feel so. Trevor, Lamar was massive for him last year, which confirmed he got in the 4th round. I think we're going to see quarterbacks start to fly in the 3rd, like RJ referenced, and that's kind of why I say that pick 6 is my favorite because you go running back, receiver, 1st, 2nd round, you come back at 3-6. It pretty much applies to 3-7, 3-8 as well. You're probably going to have Bauer's probably be gone, but you'll have maybe all -1 of those quarterbacks there. And I feel like at that 3-4 turn, you have to leave with a quarterback or a tight end. Or does someone like Jack get happy at like 3-1 and start the run on quarterbacks? And then you're totally panicking.
I didn't really think about at that 6th overall, you catch the tail end of an expected quarterback run because obviously, like I said, anything could happen. I mean, it literally would not surprise me if Jack gets the 8th or say Jack gets number 1 overall and he's at that 2-3 turn and gets a quarterback and Brock Bowers. Yeah, like that literally would not. Jack is the biggest wild card when it comes to draft. Like, I don't want to draft near Jack because anything that I'm thinking, he could just throw it all out the window. But I was gonna say something because you mentioned like the 2nd tier quarterbacks. You said Jaden, Joe, and Jalen.
Yeah.
I had Joe last year, and I feel like it's almost kind of forgotten. I dropped him after Week 1. I drafted him in Week 10. Because remember the year before he was ass with Trevor.
Round 2.
I think it's I love Joe Burrow, especially after last year with how
I love Joe
on my team, but it's
Joe's our guy.
It's like 2 years ago he was completely forgotten about.
Yeah.
Like, do you not remember he was hurt and like not good 2 years ago? Because I was like, I'm fucking done. Dropped him after Week 1. And then picked him back up because he had a good week 2. And I think he had a bad week 3, but I just stuck with him. Like, I would not. So I guess what I'm getting at is I would not draft up for a quarterback if I'm not getting probably Lamar or Josh. I don't think I would take up a spot to get a Jalen, Joe, or Jaden. Especially, in my opinion, especially Joe and Jaden. Maybe Jalen. I think he's a little bit higher, in my opinion.
Teddy, go ahead. I want your take on some quarterbacks.
No, I was just going to ask the field. I feel like this year there's a lot of kind of question marks. There's a lot of new quarterbacks. There's a lot of different offenses, and I know that kind of always happens. But outside of those top 6, could you see someone breaking into that 3 tier, like Bo Nix going crazy, Jordan Love going like breaking out of the top 10, getting into that top 3? Is there any quarterback you could see, like Justin Herbert finally actually becoming what we thought he might be?
What about, and I know we fucked with Kevin a lot about it last year,
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield, from where he's being drafted, I think that's crazy. Like, I think Baker and Joe Burrow, it's right there, but they're being drafted drastically different.
So much of how I think our draft is going to go, and Teddy, you bring up a great point, is like so much of like if you get like say you get the 3rd pick, so you're sitting there at 3-3, and like say you don't go quarterback, you're not coming back till the end of round 4. You're kind of stuck in no man's land, and there's a good chance like that quarterback run is going to happen without you, and so. It is like, I mean, Kyle with Jaden Daniels last year, like it will be huge to find, I mean, Justin Herbert, like who that guy is, who's going to really step up. Trevor Lawrence, if you're into that,
Duval.
Yeah. So it's out of this. I feel like this, we say this every year, but this draft is going to be so fun. I can't get over the question marks with like the locks. I love Jahmyr Gibbs, but he doesn't have Ben Johnson. And I mean, Dave Montgomery's still there. I mean, like there's, just so much second guessing.
I got David Montgomery in like the 8th round last year. That's
his ADP is
get with that.
His ADP is way down. He scores so many touchdowns, and like I don't know,
his bad games are 10 or 11, and when you draft him that low down, you're already looking at a flex. And if I get 10, 11, 12 out of my flex every time, when sometimes he gets like 25 points, perfect.
And think of like, I mean, recency bias, like what really, I mean, and Kyle had a great team, but what really helped carry him to the championship was Monty being hurt those last few weeks. And so like, is that why his ADP is so low? Like he is really consistent in that offense. Like it's going to be a fun draft.
Now, just one more question. I'm thinking someone else will pop on. Are there any teams you're just staying away from in terms of outside of like the Jets?
Monty's team.
No, like NFL teams.
Well, we know you are because you're obviously staying away from his team. Again, same as last year. I feel like my team is pretty good without any Jets players. I couldn't see me taking a Jets player. Maybe Justin Fields and Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson, but besides that, I don't think I would take a single one.
Are you touching any Colts?
Oh God.
I like Jonathan Taylor. I don't think I've had a Colt in our league.
I haven't.
Maybe ever.
But say
a long time.
Say you're in that late 2nd round. I mean, I'm just thinking from some mocks, like Jacobs is gone, Chase Brown is gone, and you're staring at JT. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Colts is hard. Ted, I have a good one for you. Someone who is going in the 1st round in a lot of mocks, at least in like 10 mans. Let's talk about the New York Giants with Malik Neighbors, with Tyrone Tracy, whose ADP is in the toilet.
Former Decatur Central.
You're speaking to me with Tyrone Tracy. Malik Neighbors, I am not touching that at that ADP with the question mark.
With no quarterback, I think he finished wide receiver 4. That might be wrong. He had a great year last year. But okay. Tickle me this. Okay. Well, first, give me your
Eddie,
take.
you might need to cut a lot of this because I don't know how much information that I've spilled I want out there. I might need you to start beeping some of the names.
Give me your take alongside Neighbors of BTJ.
Oh yeah, same
Brian
thing.
Thomas Jr.
Same thing. I don't know.
Oh really?
I'm secretly really high on the Jaguars.
You are? I
think they're gonna, as far as like ADP goes, I don't know why Brian Thomas Jr. is so high. I think he should be like a 3rd round pick. But I think in the later rounds, who's their running back these days?
Okay. Well, I was getting there. I'm not touching Travis Etienne. I had him last year, but he's still listed. It's like the same thing as Breece Hall to me.
He will go undrafted.
But wait, is he supposed to go undrafted? He's not.
His ADP technically, in most of what I've seen, is like 1 or 2 above Tank Bigsby.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird.
He was terrible last year, and I dropped. He was like, I had like 6 running backs, and he was the one running back that I dropped. I literally drafted better 8 through 12 than 1 through 4 because I had CMC and ETN in my 1 and 3 picks.
Yeah.
And then I had Mike Evans, Joe Burrow, Godwin. Wait, I did not have Mike Evans. No, Godwin, David Montgomery, Joe Burrow in 8, 9, 10. So, yeah, I'm not touching ETN. And go back to your question, Kevin. I'm not touching Brian Thomas Jr. I don't know what it is. I guess the same thing, Malik Neighbors, something with the name. I don't know. When I hear the name, I just don't want to touch it.
Just like they said back in the 1800s.
You wish you could go back there, Kev. We all know.
George Washington.
Wait a second.
Where, when, if. That's my new game. Travis Hunter.
Ooh, I like that. When, where, if. Travis Hunter?
What's the word on Travis Hunter?
Individual defensive players?
I'm not touching him.
What if it's the 10th round? No one said
when's he supposed to go? In all of my mocks, I've never gotten him, so I honest to God don't know.
But maybe in 10 through 12, that feels about right.
That's when he's supposed to go?
I feel like in mocks that's what I've seen.
Yeah, I have no idea. Ted, I haven't looked at Jets, Jags. Haven't really looked at Chargers besides Ladd. Like, I really don't know anything about Justin Herbert or even Keenan Allen. What about Keenan Allen?
He's dead. He's in a wheelchair. I think
he's literally with the Chargers again.
No, it was a Make-A-Wish thing.
He is with. I saw him at practice.
RJ,
get the handoff.
I was at his funeral. He is under the ground. I did his eulogy.
You will see a clone on the sidelines, but no, that's not it.
The beard, no hair, sticking out of the chin strap.
Ooh, speaking of God, this is love.
DJ Moore.
Yes, I want to talk Bears, man.
We're going to be on hour 4 going, all right, wait. Jameson Williams.
Yeah, talk about him too. God,
now we're talking, Ted.
We are
charity. Oktoberfest me. Oktoberfest me.
Oh, we are so back. Yeah, Teddy, you're the Bears guy. Talking about the Bears.
I'm not touching any of them. There have been so many times they brought in an offensive mind.
Ben Johnson.
Yeah, they said the same thing about
Mike Ditka.
4 other people. Lovie Smith.
Didn't he win a Super Bowl against
Mike Ditka?
Yeah, he was that tight end.
RJ, didn't you have DeAndre Swift?
No, you said Lovie Smith. I did not.
Maybe that was Trevor.
I'm blanking on some, but they brought in a lot. I'll see it when I believe it.
Thanks.
Colston Loveland. Yeah. I don't know. I feel, in terms of like guys who will, DeAndre Swift is, call it like 5th, 6th, 7th round. One guy that'll probably drop because everyone's scared of Caleb Williams. I don't know. I read a couple things about being excited for DeAndre Swift. He's, I don't know. The Bears are weird.
Kevin already knows this, Ted, but one of my buddies that I draft for in his fantasy league.
Nice.
It's a 24-hour. You have 24 hours each pick. We started on Sunday, and it's round 9.
Why?
I have no idea. He said everyone voted yes. except
like
him. He was like, is everyone not able to have 2 hours out of a single night to do it? We just made our 9th round pick.
When did it start?
Started Sunday night at 8 p.m.
Okay, so it's only been about 3 days.
Still, why? Like, it's you have to. Who wants to shut on and off their draft brain? That's the worst, because the best part is,
why would you shut it off? Just keep going.
True.
See, well, I took all week off. I was ready for people to come down here early and start partying. I've taken the whole week off.
You told me not to come early. I'm unemployed.
Cancer.
I asked if I could come.
I am cancer.
Wait a minute.
I am cancer.
Wait, let's RJ, I want your take on something. I want your take on the backfield of NFC Championship favorite Washington Commanders.
I like the Morset kid. Morsky.
Krosky Merritt?
Krosky Merritt.
Alfred Morris?
Not even close. But you like him.
I absolutely know nothing about him, but I just can't see anyone counting on Austin Eckler to be your backfield right now. Isn't it just him and that other, Eckler and him?
I think so. They probably pick somebody else up, but
I mean, at this point, I think that Krosky guy is going to be there. It's going to be like Chase drafting. Who's the Chiefs rookie? Was it Pacheco or was it Clyde Edwards-Helaire? This was a big moment for me because it was like the one rookie I knew. Chase drafted, I don't know who it was. Chase, message in the group chat when you are at this part in the podcast when you're watching and tell me who I'm thinking of. It's either, I think, Pacheco or Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He drafted the backup Chiefs running back, and the starter got hurt week 1 or fumbled and got taken out. Or no, he drafted the starter, and it was a rookie, and he ended up being incredible, but super late. And that's what I'm thinking Krosky Merritt.
Here's my question.
I've never seen the guy run, don't know his name, only seen him pick.
Gorski.
So I'm saying, yeah, Matt Gorski.
Hey Ted, what is today? Why don't you tell me the date?
What is today?
Yeah.
Wednesday, August 27th.
It's Tuesday. But, okay, Tuesday the 26th. When is the draft?
That's a good question.
It has to be Saturday between
Saturday
2 hours of
3 to
Trevor's
9
flight
p.m.
landing to taking back off again.
It's this Saturday. So here's my question. 4 days out from the draft, I'm looking at 16 minutes since Teddy sent this in the group me. Where is everybody? What are you doing if you're not draft prepping right now? Where's our league?
I've been trying to work on my tennis serve.
No, Teddy, you're here. You don't have to answer the question.
Oh, I thought you were asking. I thought you were asking.
Masturbated about an hour 30 ago, right before we got on.
Doesn't have to be days at a
I'd
time.
be phone,
hour,
tablet,
45.
laptop, Roku, Fire Stick, just banging up the StreamYard on all 5 platforms if I was anybody. I mean, what a gift to put that link in the group me 4 days out from the draft.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that pissed me off is Kevin showing up late to the start of this podcast, and I missed the last 2 Dana White Contender Series fights when I could have been watching them, and both of them were first-round knockouts. Thanks a lot, Kev.
It's on me.
Where are you? Are you in Chicago or are you home?
I'm in Indy.
I thought you were in a Gaza hospital right now.
I'm back. I'm back from my trip to Lima, Peru, Afghanistan, and of course Hamas. It was a good trip. It was a spiritual one, but I'm back safely. Barely made it through the war zone, but I am back, and I'm ready. I'm ready for the draft. I'm ready to go.
Sadly.
Yeah, very sadly.
Let's hope when our commissioner reaches this point, I'm sure it'll be about 4 a.m. after a long night. Commissioner, let us know when the draft is.
Wait,
What site that we're gonna be on this
What
year?
site we're going to be on? Who is in the league? That'd be good to know. Like if Trevor seems like who knows?
I just had a great idea. You two tell me if it's stupid. So maybe a bad idea. What if you kept no. What if you kept this pod in your back pocket, and once we finish like the second round on Saturday, you play it on the TV? So people who just drafted someone that we're all like, ugh, like get super
Jack,
nervous.
you just drafted Brian Thomas Jr.
Jack went quarterback at 3-2. He starts freaking out. That'd be so funny.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Teddy, you're frozen on my screen. Oh,
He's good.
I should just say, Jack, I can't believe you drafted Josh Allen pick, and then do every single pick, and then just create the video so you can be like, oh my God, and then show it up.
Like, check this out.
Time travel.
Jack, I can't believe that'd be hilarious.
Right.
For no one, everyone's missing out on the 40% boost.
Mm-hmm. I would have sworn Trevor would be all over that.
I just want the Starbucks gift card again with the wheel. Steal that from Trevor's palms.
I was trying to think about it. What were all the what was the like the under the cups thing that you, Kevin, Monty, and Trevor played at the end of the year thing? It was for how much money you bet. It was like percentage wise. But what did I put under the cups? I forget. Because Trevor won like almost all of his money back.
It was like, I think it was to get like half of it back or something.
I
don't
played
know.
for half, and then there was like a quarter that everyone got to play up with a whatever questionnaire, a Kahoot thing, right?
Yeah. Why don't we this podcast has basically just started. We're gonna go all night. Why don't we switch gears real quick to just stream of consciousness, last place punishments? I think you inject concrete into your bicep. Someone else go.
You have to drink you have to drink 1 shot of motor oil one day, and then the next day 2 shots until you diarrhea out your entrails.
Okay. RJ, go.
You have to walk into a police station and attempt to grab a police officer's gun and shoot yourself.
You have to cover yourself in dynamite and go to a school. We're back. Thank you. Now you gotta edit this one.
Oh shit, it went away. Oh, my phone died. My phone died right after that.
Okay, so how about a consensus top 3 round pick, Lad McConkey?
All right, here's what I'm saying. I'm going Alcaraz 1.
Wait.
Sinner 2.
Oh, 100%.
Thinking 3. I'll take Fritz.
Okay, I was about to say, do not take Medvedev after his last match.
No.
Did you see him do this?
Yeah.
That was wild.
Sinner is like Michael Jordan over in Italy. They worship that guy.
I'm not a fan.
Worship.
Kev, you got Carlos Alcaraz's haircut. Did he copy you?
Carlos Alcaraz is sexy.
Really? Have you seen his hair?
I like that buzz-topped fade, Kev.
Thanks.
I can't work it.
It's pretty old, but he I get it buzzed up here. It's a 3, which is pretty short, a little like the first time I got it, but he still fades it for me, and I like it in the summertime. Keeps me cool.
Yeah, I like the fade buzz look.
F yeah. You should do it.
I don't have the head for it.
Hello.
Kevin could give you the head for it.
Do you like my ring light?
Changing colors.
So, Kev, just real quick, who do you think the strongest couple outside of Paradise is going to be?
It has to be Brian and Jeremy, who you asked me about earlier. I mean, they're taking the Pride world by storm. Ally.
Who, Ted? Who did you put in the group for who's gonna leave the island in a couple?
Dale.
That's what you put?
Yeah, he plays to win, even though he's a D-bag. He's like, that was his whole thing on Claire's season.
Oh, really? Like so you put that because it ended week 2. You put that week 2 knowing that like he is a player. Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought someone that would fall in love, and I just put Alex, the girl. But I'm really not a fan of Andrew. It wouldn't surprise me if they do leave together, like as a couple.
But you don't think they'll work?
No,
I think they're forcing it too.
100%. Yeah.
Is Debo Samuel fat?
Where is Debo Samuel even getting drafted in fantasy? I've not seen his name.
I pretty much exit out of the mocks by the time he comes up on the screen.
Wait, he's Washington, right? Who are the other receivers in Washington? Oh, Terry, and is that it?
Terry, new contract, along with Trey Hendrickson. How does that slightly better defense impact Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase? There's no way anyone's going to listen this far along in the podcast.
If anyone listens this far in the podcast, type artichoke in the group chat for a 25% week 1 A6 sportsbook.
I like that.
Artichoke. Only one for the first person.
What about, do you have another keyword for like the second person?
Nope.
All right.
Yeah. Actually, if you're the second, type artichoke and you get a negative 20% week 1 boost.
There were people that listened up to then and thought it was just that, but then they paused it because they were like, oh, I'm still going to get it. I'm going to try. But then they get a negative 25% boost.
Boom.
Boom.
Oh, my phone's dead. I was going to pull up the video.
Teddy, who's the first kicker off the board this year? 8th round?
It's got to be Cam Little right after that 70-yarder in preseason.
That'd be huge. I heard also league evolution coordinator, after 50 yards, it's a point per yard.
A full point.
Really?
You know what? This should actually be talked about, which we should vote on. I think it should be 0.1 per yard.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
3.2 for 32-yard kicks.
Mm-hmm.
3.6.
Mm-hmm.
One that we I don't even know if we ever brought this up. You should get points as a defense for turnovers on downs.
Like a 0.5.
Yeah, I don't know. That's probably fair because some of them are like in garbage time. But I mean,
if only we had like a league evolution coordinator who could have brought this up and had like a whole 100-slide BS 2-minute drill. Someone had to throw beer on my head because I hated it so much.
Got one here for you, buddy.
What did you guys think of the slides last year? I still lose sleep.
Don't remember it. I was just listening to Teddy talk.
I had to get myself blackout drunk after that.
That's what caused it. Kevin's the one that caused it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was. I mean, I think we proved there were some good ideas by voting some of them through, but I did not anticipate the animosity.
Kevin, you didn't think that you standing in front of everyone, demanding their attention and demanding change would get some people who might have been a little intoxicated riled up?
Do you not know who Martin Luther King Jr. is? That's exactly what he did.
Wait a minute. Slightly intoxicated.
Demanding change.
Those people weren't drunk.
You compared yourself to Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
Have to check the tapes on that.
And then you said something like he deserved it?
Mm-hmm.
Just wait till the PowerPoint for the draft party.
Ooh, is that a new Is that a new get-together thing? Kevin's 100 slides?
No, Trevor won't let me strive for change until the postseason party. It's bullshit. I should, in my slides this year's postseason party, make a change that I can propose changes at the draft party.
Kev, this is completely off topic, but do you want to go to the? We don't have to, but I'm just trying to think of ideas for Thursday night for me, you, and Kyle. Or wait, when do you get in? You're first.
I'm first. Teddy, when do you get in?
Me and Jack are riding the same flights. 8:30.
My dad has free tickets to the USF Boise State game if you wanted to go, but we don't.
Oh yeah, what time is it though? Because I'm in at like 6.
7 or 8, probably.
Kyle's
we would just pick you up and go straight to the game because we would just park probably at my old apartment building and walk. So straight from the airport.
Would we just strand Kyle?
Well, we'd be right next to the. He could probably just come to the game. Wait, what time does Kyle get in? I don't know.
An hour. I think like an hour after me.
My dad could probably send him a ticket, and he could just come straight in, like
his luggage.
Like my brother met you and Trevor at the bar with his luggage. That was you.
That was me.
You had the luggage
with my suitcase.
And I was kissing a married woman.
Yeah, I'm in. Down to watch some ball. Or go to the $5 drinkery.
You only get in. I live right next to a different $5 drinkery.
Not interested. Needs to be the original.
I thought you got in at like 4. I didn't think you got in that late at 6.
I kind of thought that I did too, but no, I leave at 2, then I lose an hour. I land at like 6.
What a movie.
Because I tried to come in earlier and you said, don't do that, you stupid little slut.
You are a fucking loser.
You said, don't do that. And you called me a lot of names that cannot be repeated on this program.
Because this program is definitely PG.
Yeah, Ted, we're gonna have, once we stop the recording, we're gonna have to talk about the YouTube implications.
You might not be able to put this one in.
You literally won't be able to. They'll review it and be like, "Oh dear God."
They might respond, "Jesus Christ, you are banned for life."
They'll ban our league. They'll capture Trevor.
I think a SWAT team is going to show up at the draft.
And it started early because I said what were you talking about? The nickel something, and all I heard was the N word, and
oh my God,
I was just like, I don't think I want to research that. The nickel.
It was probably when we started the podcast and you asked Kevin if he was a member of Hamas.
I think you did that.
I think I brought that up voluntarily.
I think my second Oktoberfest told me that you said that.
All right, everyone. ZFFFFL. Now that we're almost halfway through,
as always,
we're gonna welcome our next.
If you're the third person to say artichoke, if you're the third person to say artichoke in our group meet, you get a negative 5% profit boost. But if you're the fourth person to say artichoke, you get a 100% week 1 boost. Fourth person. Boom, 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 boom.
But wait,
always,
that was 5 booms.
What was the fifth? Zionsville Football Fantasy Football League Fantasy Football Podcast. Make sure to get
Stop
those.
muting me. I cannot be silent.
You're not muted. Wait, what?
That's it. Before the season, I'm sure there'll be futures. We'll see you at the draft. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at ZFFFL FF Pod for the real business. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And as always, fuck you, Trevor.